Yo, if you're gonna work hard anyways, you might as well get rich. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our very special training today. It's very special live training, and I just want to say hello to everybody. I'm here live in the Creator Circle. I'm live in the Smilers group, and I'm super excited to be here with you guys because today, like I said before, we're gonna talk about a very specific and very important topic, especially today, and it's about making money. It's about your money. It's about you being able to create wealth. Because, as the title says, if you're gonna work hard anyways, you might as well get rich, right? And so I'm here early as usual, just because I want to make sure that I can do my checks. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on some tunes. I'm looking quite cool, if you don't, if you would agree with me. And let's get into the vibe of some peak learning state, because what I'm going to share with you today is of your best interest. So let's do this, guys. Comment below, let me know where you're tuning in from, and let's get in the mood while I do my checks.
Candyman, Candyman.
Comment below where you're tuning in from. Make sure to tag our family members.
Yeah.
Hey.
Met him out for dinner on a Friday night. He really had me working up and up
Welcome, everybody.
and had tattoos up and down his arm. Nothing going deep instead of boy and charm. He's a one-stop shop, make my panties drop. He's a sweet talking sugar coated candy man. Sweet talking sugar coated candy man.
Do my checks. Make sure everything is working.
Ooh, yeah. He took me to the spot I couldn't Hollywood a vine. We drink champagne and we dance all night. Shoot the paparazzi.
How's everybody doing?
Be surprised. Oh, he's a one-stop shop, makes my cherry pop. He's a sweet talking sugar coated.
Hello. Comment below.
Sugar coated candy.
Tag our family members.
Shoot pop and down and we down and bow. Candy bow. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Are you tuning in, guys?
He's a one-stop shop, make my cherry pop. He's a sweet talking
Comment below if
sugar
you're excited
coated
for today's
candy
topic.
man. Sweet talking sugar coated candy man. Oh, yeah.
Alrighty, there we go.
Mama don't get no bother than hot. When he gets my mouth, it really hits the spot like it's that sugar cane. Oh, good things come from boys.
Hello, everyone.
Frozen and Jane swinging on a vine. Candy man.
Super nice to have you guys here.
Sipping from a bottle of vodka, double wine. Candy man. Candy man.
Alright, just do my checks as usual.
He's a one-stop, got your help, making all the panties drop. Sweet sugar.
Nice to see you guys.
Making my heart sweet sugar.
Alrighty.
Won't stop, get it while it's
all
hot,
good?
baby, don't stop, sweet sugar. He got those hands like sugar cane. Hey, good things come from boys who wait.
Alright.
Sweet talking sugar coated candy man. 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 Candy man. Candy man. Candy man. Candy man. Tossing and Jane swinging on a vine. Tossing and Jane swinging on a vine. Sipping from a bottle of
Welcome, everyone.
Sipping from a bottle of vodka, double wine. Jane lets a grip and down she fell. Jane lets a grip and down she fell. Spread herself away and she let out a yell. Spread herself away and she let out a yell.
Alrighty, cool. Thank you guys for being here on this very special call today. And I'm just going to put this one in the charger. And today, I'm going to be very swift. I'm going to be very quick. And I'm going to be sharing with you guys something that is important to capture your attention. Because, first of all, let's all write this down. This is the title of today's video, which says, if you're going to work hard anyways, you might as well get rich. Comment that below, because that's what I want to talk to you guys about today. Because what you will come to notice in today's episode is that there's a lot of messed up things in the way how we've been educated through society, through mass media, through a lot of different things. And it is very important to realize that at any point you can change your wealth profile around. At any point, you can actually make a difference to yourself, to your own bank account, so that you can actually get wealth. You can attract abundance, and you can allow yourself to live a lifestyle that you want to live, right? And that is what it is going to be about today. But first of all, I just want to say hello, hello, hello to all of you here. I'm super excited to have you guys here. I'm super excited to be here sharing this topic. And as most of you will know, today's video is in light of the Freedom Lifestyle Accelerator event live that's going to happen in 9 days now, or less than 9 days actually. It's going to be in 8 and something days. It's going to be on the 30th of October until the 1st of November. So it's 3 days. It's going to be live. It's going to happen through Zoom. So it's going to be online. You can tune in from anywhere in the world, just from the comfort of your home. And in that event, Master Shri Akashna and myself are going to share with you exactly what you need to know, exactly the roadmap, exactly the things that you need to put in place for you to be able to accelerate your journey towards creating a freedom lifestyle, right? And for those of you who are already registered for the event, come below FLA, because I'm super eager to know who of you guys will be joining us at the event. Like I said, it's going to be in less than 9 days now, and we are super excited. We've done a lot of different preparations, and this event is literally unlike anything we've run before. Literally unlike anything we've run before. And some of you may have been on the Freedom Lifestyle Challenge recently. Now, let me tell you, this is something on another level. Literally on another level. It's going to be a lot of fun. For those of you who are watching right now and who have not yet got an FLA ticket, make sure to comment below me. Okay, so then we can reach out to you and we can see what we can do, because we have been a lot of tickets are already gone, and I'm not sure how many there are still left, but I believe there's still a few left, and I'm super excited as well for being able to share this with more and more people. But what I first of all want to grab your attention towards today is that we are doing a pre-training webinar on Monday, the 26th of October. And I want to encourage all of you, whether you have your ticket already or whether you don't have your ticket already, you must be at that webinar. It's going to be taking place on Monday, the 26th of October. It's going to be at 8 p.m. UK time. And this pre-training is going to be sharing with you the secrets of the wealthy. Okay? And today, what I'm going to share with you is the first part of that. So I'm going to share a few things. And like I said, this is going to be a quick live video. It's not going to be very, very long, but I'm going to share with you already some important parts that you need to be aware of, so that in the webinar, we can take it in a lot more detail. You can actually have some steps that you can take away and directly implement in your life, and that on the event, we can take to a whole nother level. Okay, so the link for the webinar is going to be, as it says in the banner below, it is tjibaria.com/webinar. So I'm just going to quickly put it in the link. Make sure to be there. It is going to be very, very, very important for you to be there, because we, like I said before, and for those of you who've ever been on any of our trainings, ever been on any of our challenges, any of our events, you will know that they are life transformational, and we every single time want to take it to another level. For those of you who've been on the Freedom Lifestyle Challenge the last time around, or the challenge that we ran before that, we've seen people actually creating wealth results, financial results during the challenge, which is crazy, right? It's very, unheard of that people within such a short amount of time can already make changes, implement these strategies, and actually see money coming in, right? And so we want to now take it to another level. We want it to be even more explosive, even more, even more easy to implement for the majority of people. And the reason for this also, like I said in the beginning of this video, is because we are coming towards the end of 2020. And let me know, comment below what 2020 has meant for you. What has happened in your life? And now we're going to get into the training, right? Because you want to have a clear look at your own wealth profile right now. You want to have a clear look at what are your finances like. Because like I said earlier on, you can change it around at any moment. The only thing that you need to know is how, and how to do it efficiently, right? Because one thing, and this is the biggest topic of today, one thing that we must all come to agreement in is the fact that whatever we focus on expands. Whatever we put our energy towards grows, right? And whatever we are consistently implementing creates results for us. But like the title says, if you are working hard anyways, you might as well get rich. But the key thing here is, where do you put your focus on? So my question again for you is like, what has 2020 meant to you? What has happened to you? And are you ready to actually allow 2020 to be the best year that has ever happened to you? Even though there was world crisis, right? Even though there was a global pandemic, how can this year be closed off as the best year yet, because it allowed you to realize certain things. It allowed you to wake up. Some of you are saying a huge awakening, right? What, how can we twist it around so that this day we will make the start, and on Monday we will take it to the next level, and during the event we will take it even further for you to change your wealth profile around. And I'm saying it as it is, right? Wealth profile. And why am I being so specific and explicit about saying wealth? Is because I'm talking about money right now. So let me just quickly ask you guys if you guys are okay with money. Is it okay for me to talk about money, or to talk about things that can stimulate your mind in order to create more wealth, attract more money? Because if you think that money is nothing that you want to have, or is money is the root of all evil, then obviously this is not going to be beneficial to you, because I'm going to share with you things that will stimulate your mind to actually attract more. But the very important thing, and a lot of you, I think, will know this by now for the different events and challenges you guys have been on already, is that money is purely a magnifier. And so if you are a good person, with more money, you can do more good. You can look after your family. You can make sure to have everything covered. You can allow yourself to invest in beautiful things. You can help charities. You can help people out, right? Money is a magnifier of who you are as a person. And right now, within this very episode, what I very much want to talk to you guys about is the fact that you must realize that you're putting in effort anyways. If you were to focus that effort in the proper way, it would generate wealth. Because let's take it back, and I look at some of you, what you guys have been sharing. Yes, this year is going out of comfort zone and accepting myself in a way. I'm loving myself. Beautiful. That's so, so good. And yes, of course, please tell more wealth. Absolutely. Okay, super cool. We're in the right crowd here. So basically, what it comes to be about is the fact that we have we have our energy, we have our focus, we have our talents, and we're putting it in place somewhere. Whether you are currently running your business, whether you are currently in a job, whether you are currently in your studies, could be that you're in your studies, whether you are currently none of the above, but you're looking after the family, whatever it is that you are doing, you're putting energy and effort towards it. And the crucial thing that I want you guys to write down and comment below is that no matter what you're focusing on, in order to create results in a particular area, it takes about the same energy, right? It takes about the same energy. And why is this so important to know and to be aware of and to be awakened to? Is because a lot of the time when I'm talking about creating wealth by means of starting a business, people who've never been through the challenge before, people who've never heard any of my trainings before, they might think, oh, but business is hard. They might think it's a lot of, it's scary. There's a lot of risks involved. There's a lot of this and a lot of that. But the point that I'm making right now is that that is there with anything that you do, right? The hard work is there with anything that you do. The risk is there with anything that you do. And the benefits are there, but in different forms. And this is an important thing to realize. The benefits are there, but in different forms. So let's take it to, first of all, the risks. Okay, a lot of the time people say when I start my own business, it's different from being in a job because I am getting my salary every single month. I know, it's certain what I'm getting. But just look at the past few months. How certain was it really? How certain was people's incomes? Now, let me ask you this question. Have you been financially struggling because of Corona? Has it been that you have got less amount of money paid to you? Has it been that perhaps you lost your job? Has it been that you had to do other things out of necessity because the job no longer was sufficient? Now, this is going to be the first wealth principle that I'm going to share with you. And again, for those of you who are just tuning in, make sure to register for free for the pre-training, a very powerful webinar that I'm running on Monday. The link is tjibaria.com/webinar. And I'm going to talk there about the secrets of the wealthy, right? Because this is the first secret. We have to understand that one stream of income is never stable. Write this down. One stream of income is never stable. We may think, oh, I have a job, so I have stable income. No, that's not the case. We may think I have one business, so that's stable income. No, that's not the case. Let me be real with you. At the end of the day, if one thing happens with that stream of income, because of society, because of a global pandemic, because of whatever, then having just one source of income is not enough, right? And so it is a very weird thing to think that when I have a job, I am safe. When I have a job, I'm secure. When I have a job, there's less risk. Because it's actually, especially the past few months, have proven that that is not the case. Write this thing down for yourself. The average millionaire has 7 streams of income, right? The average billionaire, if there's such a thing as an average billionaire, has 20 streams of income. And this is actually why they say, don't put your eggs in one basket. That's what billionaires say. Don't put your eggs in one basket. Because what they mean by that is that you don't want to rely on just one basket, one source of income. You want to have multiple baskets and spread your eggs over the multiple baskets, meaning that you have multiple sources of income. Whenever one falls down, you still have all the others. And that is far more secure than just relying on one stream of income. But here's the deal. A lot of the time people think like, oh, okay, so I need to focus on a lot of different things. I need to maybe start this and I need to start that and invest in this and do some this and do some that, like all different things. But here is the other part is what you focus on expands. And if you scatter your focus, then you get scattered results, right? If you scatter your focus, you get scattered results. Hey, Dad, love you. Mwah. So what is the answer in that case? The answer is that you first of all have to understand that you will want to build one very strong stream of income, stabilize it, and then move on to the next. Make one strong stream of income, stabilize it, and move to the next. And that is, if you look at all the success stories of any billionaire, of any millionaire, of any, rags to riches story, like how they basically build up their wealth profile is by doing it one at a time. Once the first one is provided, once the first one is created, a lot of the time also people have gained so much knowledge that they can easily expand to multiple streams in one go as well. But the first one, you have to be very, very focused and really double down on it and then create that stream of income. Okay, so this is a very important first thing to think about. Now, the second thing that I hear a lot of the time people say is that, okay, but if I was to go and start my own business, then basically I have to work really, really hard. I have to work really, really hard. And right now with my job, it's actually okay. I may not earn as much as I want to. I may struggle with the bills every now and again, but at least I know what I'm doing. At least it's easy. It's comfortable. But actually, if you really think about it, are you working hard now at what you do? Are you putting in your effort? Are you putting in your energy? Are you putting in your dedication? And also, what does that do on the rest of your life? Because this is a very important realization. If you say, okay, right now I am comfortable because I know what I'm doing and the paycheck is there every single month, then that is okay. But think about it. What is it that you aspire to do? What is it that you want for your family? What is it that you want for yourself? What are your aspirations? What are your dreams? What is your vision? What is on your vision board? Right? If you think about all of these things, is your current occupation going to create that for you? In most of the cases, the answer will be no. But that's not even the end of the story. The end of the story, or the what you add up to it, is even the fact that most people are not even happy in their job. They're not even feeling satisfied. So even though it is comfortable, they know what they're doing, they know what is the routine, they oftentimes get stuck in the routine, which is in turn, I'm going to say this in a very harsh manner, but it is sucking the life out of people. And that in turn has an effect on your health, on your stress levels, therefore on your relationships, and therefore on your overall fulfillment. Now, I'm not saying all jobs are bad. I'm not saying that all people are not fulfilled in their jobs, but stats show that 85% of people are not happy in their jobs. And on top of that, they are not making as much money to be able to have it easy, to be able to have the bills paid every single month, right? And on top of that, the job insecurity has only risen with things like Corona or whenever there's a crisis. So that should stimulate your mind to think about it. Where are you right now? Where are you on all these three aspects? Where are you in terms of comfortability and knowing what you're doing within your job? Second of all, where are you with being happy with what you're doing? Are you waking up every single day and thinking like, yes, I'm going to my job, woohoo! And when I go to my job, I'm so appreciated by all these amazing colleagues and my amazing employer, and they're so nice, and I feel like I'm growing every single day, and I just go like, and when I come home, I'm so happy, and I spend time with my family, and everything is good. Is it like that? And number three, how are the finances as a result of the amount of pay that you're getting? Because yes, it is true that it takes work, dedication, effort to be able to start up your business. But the thing is that if you compare the two in terms of satisfaction, in terms of overall happiness, in terms of the money, in terms of the fulfillment of being able to help people or doing what you love, do these two even compare? But then coming to the next point is that wealth, the creation of wealth, the creation of results, the creation of success, hard work is in principle similar. And if at this moment, and again, I'm asking you this question, are you working hard anyways right now? Because if you're working hard anyway, you may as well get rich. You may as well make more money. You may as well help more people. You may as well get more freedom. And so what does this bring us to right now? It brings us to the phase that actually, okay, I see a lot of people commenting, yes, so true, I'm ready to quit my job. It makes sense. So the question right now is, okay, so I understand that there is a difference. I understand that the same amount of effort pretty much applies. Maybe there's a bit more effort when it comes to starting your job, starting your business, because it's new. But the most important part is that you know how to do it. Because I can tell you from experience, even though basically when people look at me, there's two types of comments that I get. One is that people say, you never work, you only have fun, you only do, like it doesn't look like you ever have to work, which in one part is true. Then on the other part, people say, oh, you're always working, you're always behind your laptop, you're always helping people, you're always serving people, which also is true. But here's the thing. I am having fun all the time because I'm doing what I love to do. I'm continuously expanding myself because I enjoy this process. So let's bring it back to you. Just imagine that you, on every single day, can work on something that you're passionate about. Do something that you love to do. And in turn, where you put that energy, that effort, that love, the dedication towards it, it is continuously growing. Whereas if you do that consistently over many, many years within your job, it doesn't necessarily mean that your income is growing. And this brings me to the next point. The next point is that what we have to understand is that we and make sure to comment this below, we get paid for our value, the value that we add. We get paid, whether it's through a job, whether it's through a business, whichever way, even if you are, let's say you're a singer, you're an artist, right? We get paid for our value. And if you want to get paid more, you want to add more value to more people. And this is called scaling. And why am I sharing all of this with you guys, right? Why am I sharing all this knowledge and all these different things? It is because when you guys will be coming to the event, the Freedom Lifestyle Accelerator event, we're going to break down for you guys exactly the steps that we took in order to build a freedom lifestyle empire that allows us to do what we love, do whatever we want, whenever we want to do it, and make a lot of money too, and have passive sources of income. But here's the beautiful thing. The passive source of income is a passive source of empowerment. And those of you who've been able to watch many of my videos before, you know that we always say that every cha-ching is a life changed. Every cha-ching is a difference made to someone. Now just think about that for a second. That you know that you are increasing your wealth profile by making more sales, by bringing in more income, but as you are doing that, you know that that is because you're helping more people, because you're adding more value to people. That is the powerful thing here. And so what we are going to do on the event itself is we're going to share with you guys how you can do this in a very simple manner. Because if you think about it, a lot of the time whenever people talk about business, they act all complicated, like, but in my opinion, and in the way how I've learned business from Master Akashna and from my other mentors, it actually is simple. And I want you to comment this below. Some of you may have already commented this below before on different trainings, but I want you to repeat it anyways, because it is that powerful, right? If you can help people, you can make money. If you can help people, you can make money, right? So what does this mean? It means that the pure focus of you being able to create wealth and accumulate more and more and more wealth is if you purely focus on how can I help more people? How can I serve more people? How can I bring my passion to someone else's inspiration? How can I bring my experience to someone else's rescue? How can I solve whatever someone else is facing? Because I happen to know something about it or I happen to have experienced it already. And this is the fun part. This is what we're going to do to a much deeper level than we've ever done before on a challenge or on a pre-training or whatever, right? On the event, we're going to go really, really deep. But at the same time, if we're going to go and do a deep dive into how you structure your own freedom lifestyle business, that's why the event is called Freedom Lifestyle Accelerator, then because it accelerates the process, right? Then you have to have the right wealth principles in mind. And that is why I want to invite all of you to the webinar. It's a free webinar. The link is there. It's tjibaria.com/webinar. And in there, I'm going to share with you the secrets of the wealthy. These are simple wealth principles such that if you know them already before the event is going to be so much more valuable to you. It's going to make such a bigger impact. Because if you can already think like the wealthy do, have that strong investor mindset, know what you can already do with the money you have right now. And this is something I never cover at any of the challenges, right? What can you already do today with the money that's in your wallet, with the money that's in your bank account? Doesn't matter how many figures it is, whether it is 3 figures, whether it is 2 figures, whether it is 1 figures, whether it is minus figures. What can we already do today? Because let me tell you one thing, there is a guaranteed strategy, and yes, I say it, a guaranteed strategy of accumulating money in your bank account. And the first time I heard it, I was like, no, there's no guaranteed way. But yes, there is. And that is what I'm going to share on the webinar, plus a whole bunch more, plus the what's it called? Secrets. Yeah, sometimes I forget my own words. Secrets of the wealthy, right? But it is very important to be aware of these things. Let me give you a little insight in this already. How many of you, let me ask this question, and I want to ask you to answer it honestly. Comment below. How many of you have ever saved money? How many of you are maybe still saving money to one day have enough money to start your business? Comment it below. How many of you have been saving, or how many of you had the thought that, no, I can't start my business yet, or I can't start my passion project yet? Maybe you want to write a book. Maybe you're not necessarily thinking about business per se, but you're just thinking, I want to share my story with people. I want to write a book, but I need to first save up to be able to do that. Share it honestly. How many of you have ever done that? And if you have, I'm going to be straight with you. Wrong strategy. Wrong strategy. The wealthy don't save. The wealthy invest. Saving money is not sustainable or powerful enough to accumulate wealth in a short time scale or in a long duration sustainable time scale. And let me ask you this question too. If you have been saving, right, just think for yourself, and you don't have to comment this, just think for yourself. If you have been saving for the last 10 years or 20 years or maybe 30 years, I don't know how long you have been having that thought and have been saving, right? But if you weren't able to do it over these past years, how likely is it going to be that magically in the next year or next few years you will have saved it up? Wrong strategy. The better way of being able to do this is to leverage and to invest. These are two very important things. I want you to comment it below. Leverage and invest. Now, what do these things mean? We're going to talk in way more detail on the webinar about this, but leverage basically means that you are able to make smart use of money of whichever shape or form, whether that is your own money, whether that's someone else's money, right? And that you are able to allow that money to make more money. That's one thing. And the second thing is, don't save and put your money in the bank where maybe some interest it grows a little bit. No, invest it. Invest it in something. The biggest thing that you can invest it in, what is that? Comment below if you know it. What's the biggest and best, most valuable asset that you can invest in? Comment it below. And this is an asset that personally I continuously invest in. And that is why I just love this journey. I love how business works, because every time I invest in this very thing, I see my wealth profile increase. Every time I invest in this thing, I see the impact that I make on people increase. Exactly, that's it. In yourself. Invest in yourself. And how can you invest in yourself? How can you do that already today? You invest in yourself by means of your time and by means of your money. And both of these things are super valuable. Both of these things are super valuable. But once we invest it right, and especially to the benefit of ourselves, it will pay itself out. What do I mean by that? For instance, all of you who are here now, you are investing your time in yourself, which is really, really good. You're investing your time in yourself. You're here, you could be doing anything, right? It's a beautiful Wednesday evening in the UK. I don't know what time it is wherever you guys are. But you're investing your time to be here on this training. You could have done something else, but yet you're here. I know some of you are here, are my students. You've heard me talk so much, but yet you understand there's always something to learn. You invest your time. Let me tell you something. These are the traits of success. These are the traits of success. That's why I know the people that I see over here, that is the success mindset. Very, very important. I recently, as some of you know, have invested a lot of money in myself, in growing, in learning, in adopting new strategies, even though it's just a little thing that these strategies are adopted in. Once I perfect that bit, I know the ROI, make sure to write this down too, will increase tremendously. And with that whole investment comes a lot of calls. Now, let me tell you, I have a very busy schedule. super, super busy schedule. I do a lot of different things, but yet I make sure to be on the calls. And there are 5 or 6 calls a week, right? 6 hours a week. There's different calls. And sometimes I'm on a call, right? And I understand all of this stuff. I implement all of this stuff already. But there's always this little nugget that I'm not yet doing. And I write that down. I know that's the one. That is the one that will elevate me. And this is important because here's another secret of the riches, secret of the wealthy, right? There's always something that you can do better. There's always something that you can learn. There's always something that you can expand upon. And before we end today's video, let me just again repeat it. We have a webinar where we're going to dive on all these wealth principles in a much more detail so that you guys are prepared for the event on the 30th, 31st, and 1st. So the 30th of October, the 31st of October, and the 1st of November, the Freedom Lifestyle Accelerator live event, right? And the thing is that whenever we want to create wealth, whenever we want to basically get more money in through our businesses, through ourselves, through our skills and all that stuff, it is a correlation with how much we learn. How fast and how much do you learn? And if you learn quick, then it allows you to have more value. Because remember what I said before, you are being paid for the value that you add. You are being paid for the value that you add to people. And if you become more valuable because you learned, because you know more, because you can do more things, because you can do things that make deeper impact, you will get paid more. And if you learn to expand and scale that so that you can bring that value to more people, then you will not just make more per person, but you will make more in the grand total of it all. That's called scaling. Now, all these things are super important wealth principles that we must now wake up to, right? It's been too long for us to go as a zombie mode, thinking that, oh, things are just the way they are, and I hope one day I win the lottery. Or I hope one day I manifest a bag of gold in front of my doorstep. It's not going to happen. Manifestation, attraction also includes action. We can't just have our vision board and do the meditation and do the gratitude. No, action is also necessary. But the thing is, what most people struggle with is they don't know which action to take. And I don't blame you. I don't blame anyone. I didn't blame myself for not knowing. But the successful people, they don't sit around and think, oh, I don't know how. No, they find out how. They find out and they make sure they learn and implement as fast as they can. Because this is one of the things that Grant Cardone talk about, is that you deserve to be wealthy. It is your duty to be wealthy. And not necessarily because money is so important. No. Some of you may follow me on Instagram. I recently posted something. I said, I don't care about money. I care about the good that I can do with the money, the impact that I can make with the money, the fact that you can help people, you can make more of an impact, you can do good things. Now, how many of you agree with that? How many of you agree that it would be nice, it would be good, it would be about time to not always having to worry about the bills, being able to look after yourself by eating good foods, by drinking the right water, by investing in a personal trainer, by being able to have time with your loved ones? And do you think that if you have better health, more time, less stress, do you think you can focus more? Do you think you can learn more? Do you think you can accumulate more wealth in those cases? Yes, of course. That's why the wealthy get more wealthy. The moment you accumulate money, you can look after yourself better, then you have so much more ease at continuing this process. So it is about time for us to start that process. It's about time for us to say, hey, now I've had enough. Being wealthy, living a freedom lifestyle is not just for the select few, the lucky ones. No, it is for all of us. It is for all of us to say, yes, I used to be unaware. Hey, can't blame myself for not knowing, not taking action when I was unaware. But now you're aware. Now you know there's another way. So now you have no excuse. Now it's time to invest in yourself. Invest time, invest money, and learn the right skills. And that is why we are so driven to help people in the right direction, because we've been there too. We've been there too, that we didn't know how these things work. I remember 4.5 years ago, I was doing my PhD in astrophysics. I was calculating the dynamics of stars, something totally different. But I knew I wanted to help people. I knew I wanted to make an impact. I knew I wanted to give back to my parents who've always been there for me. They've paid for all my education. They've, like, my brother, my sister, and me, we never lacked anything. We had the most beautiful upbringing in the world. And I always wanted to give back to my parents. And not just that, we were also basically brought up with the values of helping people, making a difference to people, helping charities. So one of my personal goals, and let me know if you share this goal as well, is to help charities. We want to be able to set up a schools and orphanages in Indonesia, where I come from. And does it depend on money to be able to do good? Of course not. Anyone can do good. Just smiling and being kind is already doing good. But if you want to do good on a big scale, if you want to live a life where you can actually relax, be in a good physical state, and think like, hey, now let's focus. Now let's play this game. Now that I don't have to worry about these bills, I don't have to worry about my health, I don't have to worry about stress. And not every day is like, oh, everything is fine. No, of course there's challenges. But you would probably agree with me that there's a lot less pressure if these things are taken care of. And then it starts to become fun. Because then all you have to focus on is helping people. Because remember this thing, the core of entrepreneurship is serving people. The core of wealth accumulation is making a difference to people. Because we are being paid for the value that we add to people. So all we have to focus on then is, how do I learn the right things to be able to add massive value and to be able to scale that value to more and more people? And exactly that is what we're going to talk about on the Freedom Lifestyle Accelerator event. So I'm so excited that Master Sharkashna and myself and our amazing team are going to share these strategies with you guys. But more importantly, the pre-training will build the wealth mindset already in to the first level. And then it continues on the event starting on Friday, the 30th of October. So make sure that you're on the webinar. It's a free webinar, for crying out loud. Make sure to be there. Make sure to invest that time in yourself, because when do you have it that you will be able to get full clarity on certain things that you need to get full clarity on in order to move in the right direction and to actually accomplish your goals, to actually manifest that abundance. Because remember, there's always action in the mix as well. Now, that's the end of today's session. I hope you guys thought it was valuable. I hope you guys have learned something here, or are inspired, or are eager and excited for what is to come. So remember, make sure to write this down. And I'm saying this over and over and over again, but really, now that you have this energy, now that you have this momentum, make sure to keep it. Just block out these 2 days, the 26th, Monday, the 26th of October, only one to 2 hour session, 8 p.m. UK time until 10 p.m. UK time. The link is here, tjibaria.com/webinar. And then the second thing is the event, Freedom Lifestyle Accelerator, taking place from October 30th, Friday is that, and then till November 1st. It's 3 days, fully immersed. Be there, learn, participate, Be there with your loved ones, because one of the things that we've also said is that all people who have registers get a free ticket for a loved one. And allow this to change your life around. We're ending October. We've got 2 more months. Let's finish it with a bang. Let's make this the best year yet. Because, guys, you deserve it. We all deserve it. So let's do this once and for all. So thank you guys so much. And feel very free to tag someone below, to share this video with your friends, family, so that they might take some value from it too. And I cannot wait to see you guys on Monday. So comment below and say, see you on Monday, because make sure to be there is very important. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So thank you guys so much. And I see you all on Monday very soon. Mwah. Bye.